be joined by our first guest of the evening. He is Ben Anton, and Ben is, has a background in kickboxing and Muay Thai. He's set to make his MMA debut at Art of War 2, Harris in Chester against Nick Forbes. Ben, how we feeling tonight, brother?
Feeling good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm being joined by Legacy Fighting Alliance featherweight Nate Gentleman. He's going to be co-hosting with me tonight. And then Ben, Nate, Ben.
Ben, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How
nice
are you
to meet you
doing?
too, man. Doing well. Getting excited to make your MMA debut here?
Yeah, man. I can't wait. It's been a long time since I've been wanting to fight MMA. Finally making my debut.
You've been fighting kickboxing. Coming into MMA. You got the ground game added in there. How you been doing with like the wrestling and the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? You've been working it quite a bit lately.
Yeah, it's been almost a year since I've been mainly focused on Jiu-Jitsu. Like I've been training over at Balance and Balance Studios, and I have a blue belt in Jiu-Jitsu. But over the past year, I've been just focusing on Jiu-Jitsu, getting ready for when I make my MMA debut.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good. I feel really good on the ground. I feel like I have a lot of submissions, and I'm ready for takedowns. I feel good.
I don't expect anything less from this kid. I've been, I've had the fortunate pleasure to basically be in the room when this guy first started training. Back at the old Rocco MMA days. Obviously, Ben took up all the information he could there. Moved on, working with Rami at Satan. I believe it was also even when Rami started his own gym in Rami Elite. That like literally, this kid has been training since what was it, like 16, 17?
Yeah. I honestly, actually, when I first started, I used to hate training. Like my dad used to force me to go to Rocco's. But ever since 16, 17.
It's one of these things, man. That's like people don't. I keep saying it, like that. Everyone talks about how the sport of combat sports is evolving. That not only are we getting excellent athletes, but remember when MMA first started, we had complete specialists. They was good at one thing, and the rest they had some knowledge, but it wasn't like well-rounded. Now, obviously with you having the Muay Thai and kickboxing background, obviously you're not going to be scared to let them loose on your feet, but also that you've rounded your game out to the point where as you said, the last year or so, you've been strictly working on your jiu-jitsu. You're a blue belt now, and whoever's going to be put in there in the beginning, they're going to get a well-rounded fighter. They're not going to get a guy who's specialized in one area. Is that kind of one of the things that you're going to kind of pride yourself on, how you wanted to make your debut, that you didn't just want to be good at one area. You wanted to be proficient in everything that you do.
Yeah, even before I got into doing jiu-jitsu, like in between Muay Thai and jiu-jitsu, I did boxing only for like 6 months straight, and I did golden gloves too last year, and that was a different experience too for me too, and yeah, I feel like I feel confident in being able to focus on a certain style of fighting. Like so, I did probably Muay Thai for 3-4 years, and then I did golden gloves. And that was about only 6 months, and then I recently did jiu-jitsu for a year straight, just to get ready for MMA. Because when I first started fighting, I was doing to get experience, just to get ready for MMA, and now I'm making my MMA debut this week.
Now, if you envisioned this night, when you picture how everything's going to play out, how do you see this going for you? I mean, I don't want you to, say you're going to wipe the mat with your opponent or anything, but, obviously there's a little swagger in every MMA fighter where they feel that if put in a set position that you feel you'll excel here. Obviously, you like this matchup. How do you see this fight playing out for you?
Well, I'm hoping for a knockout, or if he does take me down, I kind of want my jiu-jitsu skills to shine and tap him out. But what I mainly see happening is my cardio playing a big role because that's all my fights was. My last round would be my best round, and I just see him trying to take me down and getting tired, and by the third round, I'll be able to finish him.
So you're gonna be like my boy Nate over here. You're gonna hurt him with punches, and then once you get him down to the ground, just put him away with the submission. Is that kind of something you'd like to see happen?
Yeah,
that's the way to do it.
Of course. Yeah.
I say it's one of the better things because sometimes you know fighters, they get so excited when they hit a guy that sometimes it may not be you completely landing that punch completely flush. Maybe you just knocked them over. And they gas themselves out trying to pound them out for the TKO. I think a lot of guys be probably have a lot better records if they would go and try to hunt for that submission, not just go right for that TKO.
Yeah, or even like even when they get them hurt with the strikes, even take your time to pick your shots to finish them off. You know, so some people they get over anxious and think they have them finished, but you know they don't stay calm and they end up just like you said running out of gas and get tired because they don't pick the shots. They're not calm enough to see it. But
that's awesome to hear coming from somebody for their first fight.
But
a lot of
that's
people.
The thing that I think where Ben has an advantage over a lot of other people because he's been doing combat sports for so long. He's had those things where he's had those fights for Lions fights, you know, Golden Glove boxing, all that, and not just that the gym he trains at Balance, he has so many guys there who's been there, who's done that. And, you know, Basil Hafez, you know, Anton Berzin, you know, another guy that Ben used to see over at Rocco's, and then you have the Mag-Release brothers who have promoted shows, who have fought on shows, who fought in you know big grappling matches and whatever. He has guys around him that he can ping off of. It's you know. That's what I love about Philadelphia. There's so many places where you can get good training at. It's just whatever fits for you. Ben found his fit there down at Balance, and I think you know if he's able to get a nice little ride going, that you know people are going to start paying attention to who Ben is. It's just you know I know I might be a little bit biased because, like I said, I was in the room when this kid first started training. But I mean, you know, his talent speaks for itself, and I guess you know, come the second, everyone's going to see the full game of Ben Anton. I can't wait.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Well, you put in all the hard work, brother. I'm just lucky enough to be around to see it. Like I said, I'm really excited for this. This is one of the few you know amateur fights on the card that I'm probably. You know, just as excited as you are right now, man. It's a beautiful thing. I'm happy to see your progression. You know, not just with your boxing, your Muay Thai, your jiu-jitsu. I just think it's a matter of time before you get to put it all together and the wrecking machine that you're going to be, dude. It's the talent's there. You just have to put in the hard work, brother, and you have the right people around you. So it's really all up to you, man.
Yep, that's what it's about. Surround yourself around the right people. But yeah, like you said, it comes down to me though. So yeah, I'm hoping I hope I make you proud Friday night.
Man, dude, even if you come out with an L, no matter what, I'll still be screaming, supporting, and helping you out in any way I can, Ben. It's truly been a pleasure watching you kind of develop into this person who you are, and I'm sure you'll prove my hype to be correct when everything comes down to it. Before we let you go, because I know you're at work on kind of hiding on your break here.
I'm hiding in the office.
Awesome. Well. What I typically do right at the end of the interview is kind of throw the proverbial microphone over to you. Anyone you would want to give some shout outs to, any sponsors you might have, shoot out your social media sites, let everyone know where the thought of comings and goings for what's going to happen in your career, teammates you want to thank, anything. The time is yours, my friend.
Yeah, for my shout-outs, I just want to shout out all my teammates. You know, Basil, Anton Berzin, Joe Pfeiffer. He's also fighting the same night. My coaches, Rick and Phil and Andy Russell just helped me out, just getting ready for this fight and getting me ready mentally and physically. I just wanted to thank them, and that's about it.
I was glad. I was proud of you. But you know, we broke your podcast cherry tonight. Hopefully, we get to hear and see you do some more interviews as you grow and progress in the sport, Ben. Again, you know, best of skill to you. I'll see you Thursday one way or another. I'll probably have some more questions for you when it comes to the press conference. So have a good one, brother.